Have faith, let it begin. This is your best pal and Monday co-host, co-pilot, Tommy Eanelli here with Angel Santana. There are two types of people in this world. There are the types of people who are so positive and so absolutely amazing that whatever you tell them, they tell you, yes, we can do this. Yes, I can get this done. Yes, we will make it happen. And then there are the other type. The people that no matter what you ask of them, they find a way, they find an excuse, and they cannot get anything done. They can't get out of their own damn way. Have faith, let it begin starts now.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Ariel, can you say have faith?
Again.
Let it begin?
Again.
Say have faith.
Again.
Let it begin.
No.
No? Okay.
It's the boy.
Hi, Noah.
Noah!
Noah.
Jesus. Happy birthday, Noah!
Caitlin.
You did amazing.
You just put those nice Noah. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. What a monstrous introduction to the point where we don't have nothing else to say, but let's go. Dr. Tommy Eanelli running the ship today. How are you, buddy?
Couldn't be better. We just finished our podcast with our beautiful CROC survivors, and you told me a story while we were getting all the technical stuff going and the microphones and the backup singers and the drummers and everybody who our orchestra, getting them warmed up for our podcast. Don't worry, none of them exist. That's in my mind.
So let's bring everybody back up to speed. So here's the deal.
Tell me.
A lot of you know that my car broke down. So
everyone knows that,
yes,
Angel.
the car broke down, and I finally got it back Thursday night. I was off Friday, and this morning I went to work, and I didn't never. When you go to work at this time of day during this time of year, it's not as hot in the morning, so I didn't need to use my heater because it was not cold, and I didn't need to put my air conditioning on. On the way home, that hot blistering sun had been in the car. I turn on the air conditioning, and what happens? The air conditioning is only pumping from the very big part, the top of the window, not blowing at my face. So I called up to the repair shop and spoke with the original person who said, yes, we worked on your car. I want you to bring it back because I believe we have to take a look at it. Great. I said, well, I can't do it today. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Then I decided, you know what? Let me call them back. I'm going to do it today. And then a person picks up the phone and immediately gets defensive. And for the sake of argument, because we don't want to use his name, we're not going to drop a name. We're going to call him Willie. So Willie picks up and he says, listen, we didn't do it. We can't fix it. We can't worry about it. And I said, wait a minute. The guy I just spoke with said you can take a look at it. So they hung up the phone. They said I could bring it. A little attitude. And I said to myself, God, I just need a break. I could really use your help here. I don't want to have another problem. And at that very moment, the air conditioning starts to work. So I bring it there.
A sign, right, Angel?
I'm telling you. I think the pendulum is switching. I really do. That was the best luck ever. So I get to the shop, and I told them that I don't think I'm going to need to have the car like that because it's working. And they said, well, if it happens again, bring it back. Well, I decided to talk to the manager because that's who was the one that picked up the phone. And I told them, you should never treat somebody this way. You should always listen to what's going on because you don't know the situation. I just dropped $900 a couple days ago. And the last thing I need is somebody to tell me they can't do something when in reality, all you had to do was take a look at it. So I respectfully told him that I would not be returning. I get home and he called me at the house and he apologized. And he asked,
a beautiful.
And I accepted the apology.
Yes.
I told him that I'm a person that forgives, but may not be comfortable enough to bring the car there. So that's where we start.
Angels, hold that thought. We have to get that anger out of you. That was a big thing he did. And actually, this entire story about this car, I hope the readers realize, the listeners realize this is a metaphor for life. So let's break it down. Since I'm your co-host and I'm your big brother, we're gonna break this down for everybody. So here's the way it goes. The two people, Willie and George. George is the can-do person in this particular story. And we all have this story, whether it relates to our materialistic things, whether it be our cars, our TVs, our cable, whether it be our bankers, whether it be our butchers, whether it be our candlestick makers, whatever. This is a metaphor. So you have George as the can-do person and Willie is the can't-do person. I think the thing that's really important and what our Have Faith listeners have to realize is what you did, Angel, by asking God to intervene, by asking God to come in and take his gloves and put them on, his boxing gloves, and help you out, put you on his back and help you through this. Basically what you did is you converted Willie from a can't do person to a can do person. So there is actually a point to the story. God will help you in these types of situations. Now, there are some people that are unfortunately can't do to the bone, to the spirit, to the soul, and there's nothing you're going to do. They have Satan's breath on them, and that's just the way it's going to be. But the people like Willie, you have to give him a lot of credit. That was not easy for him to call you Angel. And, you dropped 9 large on that car, the other day. And I guess he thought, hey, you know what? I was wrong. And I have been, I am, like, if you look at the dictionary, I am the guy. When you look at the can-do person, that's my picture. But there have been times that I've caught myself saying I can't do. And, all I needed was a little something, whether it be someone praying for me to change my attitude or whatever, or me recognizing that God gave me a little zing, completely reasonable. And but you have a responsibility too, Angel. Now, here's where I'm going to put you to task. He went and made a change. Now you have to make a change in your heart, because he really, he screwed up, but he apologized. And kudos to you for bringing it to his attention, because otherwise he may have not even known he was doing that.
I agree, and like I said, toward the end, is that I told him I'm in a position to believe in forgiveness, and I forgive him, and I appreciate him taking the time to call me, and we move forward. Listen, it is what it is. I think the greatest part and the greatest lesson for me I got out of this is that I have realized that I've been burning the candle at both ends with all these breakdowns. I'm tired. I'm worn out, and I could have easily let the anger get the best of me. But as I always have the comfortness, when I feel like I'm at the end of the rope, I always take the time to pray. And that's why I think my air conditioning started to work. And I think God is actually saying,
don't think that was any coincidence, Angel.
no, I think God is saying, you know what? This guy's had enough.
Yeah.
And I really think that the pendulum has started to change now, because for the air. Now, I will say one thing. Last night, the freezer handle broke, but that was last night. So, hey, take one battle at a time.
Exactly. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you letting me take you to task, my friend.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. And that's it. I mean, listen, it's a quick episode, but it's one that needed to be told, and it's an easy one. I think a lot of us can relate to it. And at the end of the day, the message is this: no matter how thick the clouds may get, no matter how bad the clouds may look, or how foggy it can be and how thick it can be, so you can't even see 5 feet in front of you, you always have someone to pray to, and that person will lift the clouds, allow the sun to shine, and make that path and that road to success clear. So, Have Faith, Let It Begin is here every single weekday, Monday through Friday. The CROC podcast drops every Sunday. That starts it off Sundays at 9 a.m. And then we have our Monday with more Dr. Tommy Eanelli. I mean, listen, if you like Dr. Tommy Eanelli, you need the 1-2 power punch.
Angel, I have to be honest with you. I listen to every one of your podcasts every day of the week. My favorite day is Monday.
I like Mondays too. All right, well, let's close out in a quick prayer and get y'all on your way as we start off the August edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. We're in the summer down.
What year are we in, Angel? 7, 8, 9?
Oh, this is year 5. I've got it down. I even wrote it on my hand. I think I'm going to tattoo it. Check your years. Heavenly Father, we thank you for today's message. We ask you, Lord, to continue to come into the homes of everybody that's driving and listening to today's podcast. We ask you to continue to teach the lesson of forgiveness. because we know that through you and with you, everything is possible. We also know that at times when our faith is tested and that we are backed up into a corner, there is this amazing armor that exists underneath anything we wear, and that is the armor of God. Allow that armor to shine so bright that our enemies and those that are trying to infiltrate us will sit there and go, "What is that?" Well, that is the armor of God. And they will turn around and say, "We have been defeated." We ask you this in your precious name as we continue to thank each and every single person that helps us with our Have Faith, Let It Begin family. God bless you. And know this: if you're a person that don't know who God is, that's okay. But he is a God of love, forgiveness. He will love you. He will trust you. He'll forgive you. He'll believe in you. And he will never leave your side. Have a great day, and never forget.
Have faith. Let it begin.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, man love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.